ScotCPS Bike 14, the Rhino. Hi, it's Alan here again from the Scottish Centre for Personal Safety. In our last video, we told you just one way of how you can escape from a front stranglehold, using your entire body. Not about strength, not about size, using your entire body to escape. In this video, we're going to show you how to escape from a classic roundhouse punch. But first, let's see how Big Mick does it.
Hello, I'm great Grandmaster Mick McNumpty. Everybody calls me Big Mick. I'm still 13th dan black belt in several martial arts, and today I'm going to teach you how to escape from a classic roundhouse punch as used by those wee neds in street fights. Watch this. So, I'm going to do a block here. The best way to throw a punch, blocked. From there, bring my arm round, lock in her arm, punch her in the face a couple of times, break the arm, pull her head down, near the groin, near the face, finished.
So you've just seen how Big Mick would handle the situation. The problem though is, his block relies first of all on strength and in body size. So obviously you can think of it, if there's a different size of person, you've got a big person against a smaller person in a block, that probably won't work. This is Yvette, one of our volunteers, and she's going to be showing you a different variation. We're not going to block, we're going to show you the Rhino. So if someone comes at you and you're feeling a bit aggressive, you're going to be in a defensive stance, which we've already covered in a previous video. Your two hands are going to be out and your left leg is going to be forward, your right leg back. If you feel this is getting a bit more aggressive and he may throw a punch, you're going to change to your Rhino stance. Your left hand's behind your head, your left forearm is against your forehead, and your elbow is now at eye level, pointing forward towards your attacker. Your right hand hasn't changed, it's still extended, but just in case this person throws a left hand roundhouse, you're going to shrug your shoulder just to protect that side of your head. You'll notice as well that your left leg is still forward, and if the person comes towards you to throw a punch, you're going to lunge with your left leg, and as you lunge in, your left elbow is going to smack into your attacker. That's the Rhino. So how does that look in real life? Yvette's already in a Rhino stance. If I go to throw a punch, she steps in, and I get whacked. Now depending on the height, it could be my face, it could be my throat. In this area, it's my chest area, my sternum. Really effective, really painful. It's her full body weight whacking into me to the point of her elbow. How does that look when you hit something for real? We'll show you in a punch bag. So this is the vet in a Rhino stance. We've got a full heavyweight punch bag, and she can do the Rhino. And you can see how much the punch bag is swayed there just with that stance. So, we've showed you before how it might work. This is Craig. He's kind of younger and fitter than the vet was. And he's got his helmet on. I've got my gloves on because we do this a bit full force, and we're going to see if that Big Mick move of a block is actually going to be effective. So here goes. So as you saw there, it was effective in that he blocked a little bit, but because of the sheer size difference between us, it's not going to be completely effective. All it does is from there is knock him sideways, leaving his head right open for a counter punch. And that's what he's looking for. So if you're thinking that that there is going to be your move and you're going to follow it through with something else, you're probably going to be wrong. So that was Yvette in her Rhino stance, but you don't have to have your right arm extended. You can do what we call a half Rhino, where you bring your right hand over the top of your forehead and clasp your own hand, your own forearm, and that gives you a bit more protection, almost like a crash helmet. Or if you don't feel comfortable with that, you can do what we call the double Rhino, where you have your two arms in a Rhino, elbows pointing forward, eye level, and you can then lunge forward with both elbows. The beauty of this one is that it's ideal if you're attacked by multiple attackers. So, the beauty of the Rhino is that it's both defensive, if it just adopts a Rhino stance. It's defensive, but what it's not doing is not actually blocking the punch that Big Mick was doing. So it's not blocking here, you're stepping bypass the punch. The punch is going behind the person, and you're stepping in towards the attacker, past the punch, and delivering this very good elbow strike right in. The beauty as well though is it's not just defensive, it's offensive. You're in the attack now. So from here, you can go into the T-zone. You can knee him in the groin. You can take that elbow and smack it in his face, in his throat. There's lots of things you can do. You can pull his head down, you can knee him in the face. Lots of things you can do from there, okay? And it doesn't rely on strength. It doesn't rely on the body size. In the vet's case, she's actually registered blind as well. So to a certain extent, it doesn't even rely on sight. So it's very good as a way of getting rid of an attacker very, very quickly. And remember that T-zone. Okay, so we've showed you how the Rhino works. Craig's back again. This time, we're going to show you at full force. And you can see I've got my chest armour on, just in case he hits me with a good strike. I've got my gloves on because I intend to knock his head off.
What do you mean, just in case?
But watch the difference. So he's going to put the Rhino on first of all. When I come in, he's going to go straight into it. Ready? Oh, nice. So, what happened was there, okay, come in slow. It went to there, my hand went to the back, so missed his head completely. But that there is right into my chest area. So we do it again even faster. That's quite sore. Even through 2 inches of padding in this, that's quite sore. It's a good one. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Next time we're going to show you how to escape, or one way to escape, from a back stranglehold. So until then, stay safe.